Yo, what's up people? Today we have a little bit of a different video. What I am trying to do in this video is I will go over some of the new knives that have come out recently or are about to come out this year, and I will give you kind of my opinion on them. And I will definitely not talk about everything and every maker, every new knife that is going to come out in this year, but yeah, just some stuff that excites me, interests me, some thoughts that I have, whatever. Let's go into this. Let's start with Chinese knives. CVV. CVV has made some big waves in the knife industry the last couple of years. They have definitely some exciting stuff like the riffle right here. Riffle? Is it called riffle? Something like that. Riffle, rifle, riffle. Micarta handle scales, flipper. They have changed a few things about the line lock. Not sure if you can see that on the pictures. We cannot, but the line lock looks a little bit different now, and I do like it. The profile, it looks good. 14C28N. Not sure how that's gonna be from CVV, but it's probably gonna be alright. 65 MSRP, probably more like 50 street price, and nice overall size and weight range. Looks good. I'm excited about this one. This one I might check out in the future. They have made these in a bunch of variants. So we have micarta. By the way, the micarta is not going to be the best micarta. I'm going to tell you right out of the gate. This is probably not going to be the most high-end micarta. But they also make it in damask steel, which is a little bit more expensive. Still not too expensive for damask steel. And or Damascus, excuse me, Damascus steel, actually, not damask steel. And they also have a wood version right here, which looks also cool. Yeah, the brazen, it's like a new Tanto they have. Nah, not exactly my thing, but I like the idea. It's cool, not too bad. Where is this? This one is cool, the Badlands Vagabond. Let's check that one out, but yeah, this one is cool. I like the profile on this one. Not sure if you can see that with the white background too good, but I do like the blade profile. There you go. Nice blade profile. Also hollow grind, probably. Nice price point. Afran handle scales. That's fine for a budget knife, I guess. Yeah, some different knives as well. This one is cool, the Pintail. Really good design on this one. Really bad price point, I would say, for CVV that's kind of established themselves as a budget brand, which they're definitely not budget anymore, I would say. They're pushing mid-range with a lot of their knives right now. Yeah, $98, S35 yen. Not sure if I want that in a CVV knife, you know. I think the Riffle has done it a little bit better with the 14C27N or whatever that was. That's a nice, inexpensive, more budget-friendly stainless steel. Still not too bad. I'm not sure if I do need S45 yen and that probably a little bit cheap micarta in a CVV. I don't know. But it looks good. Very overpriced though. Will not buy this really because I don't need a knife in that price range that looks and feels like that, to be honest. But cool designing though. Yeah, like I said, the Vagabond was pretty good, and yeah, the Ordis has caught some attention in the knife community. I do like it. Hollow grind, nice clip point blade. They have weird pictures about their knives on their website, I see, because the white background, you can't really see the contrast. But it's a nice pointy knife. I do like it. Probably will not buy one though. Don't want to buy every CVV knife that comes out, really. Don't need it. Let's check out what's going on with We Knives. Now, We Knives has a cool new model. Where is it? The Fornix right here. This one I do like quite a bit. Check that one out. Nice designing, titanium handle scales, and let's check out the weight. 105 grams, 3.72 ounces for a 3.5 inch blade almost. So 88 millimeters. That's pretty good for the size, I guess, and for full tie handle scales. It's a frame lock, obviously, in the flipper with ball bearings. Cool designing. Probably not gonna buy one though because I don't need one really. But it is nice. 20 CV steel. Yeah, not my favorite, but I guess for some people do really like that steel. Yeah. What's actually going on with Senko? Now, for the people that don't know, Senko is the budget brand from WeKnife, which used to be CVV, but because CVV is really pushing mid-range territory now, they have established a Senko brand, which is a little bit cheaper. Some prices are even the same with some of the CVV models, but I guess those prices will go up and up in the future. And the Senko brand is really there to just sell more CVVs, I guess. It's like an anchor product. It's like an economic strategy where you make another brand below the one that you want to sell to make it look more, I don't know, Gucci'd up. I don't know what to say. But that's probably what they're going here. They have some nice designs though. I never really looked into Senko knives, but this design caught my attention. I do really like the blade shape. They use the same screws, I guess, than CVV, and probably the similar construction. It's not gonna be that much difference, I guess, but we will see. Have not ever handled a Senko knife though. Yeah, the other Senko's don't look that exciting to me, but that one looks good. 9CR 18 MOV. That's totally fine for a budget knife, to be honest. Now, what do we have on the specs here? Blade length is... Oh, it's really small. Okay, I guess. I see. No. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Not that exciting. Too small to me. Oh, yeah. This knife, I wanted to just mention that WeKnife has done a lot of interesting stuff in the past. They also made a knife that had like a handle that looks like a dick. Let's be honest here. That's such an ugly knife. I do like the idea of the recurve with the nice aggressive belly, but the handle is a no-go. And you know, why do you make such an overbuilt knife and then make it in 20 CV? Oh my god, it's just stupid. What's going on with Kaiser? Kaiser is the competitor, I guess, to WeKnives and CVV, same brand, but they are quite competitive with each other. I want to say, and yeah, not sure if the new Kaiser knives excite me that much. Especially, yeah, I don't know about this one. This one is kind of cool. Who's the designer on this one? It sounds familiar from the design language. Okay, don't know that guy, but looks good. No, I don't know. I like the blade shape. A little bit too small for me though. No, not my thing. No, they have a lot of sheep's foot in their lineup. I do like that. I guess some people will really enjoy that, but I don't know. I don't want every knife to be a cleaver or a sheep's foot. But sheep's foot are so big right now. As a whole trend, don't like that one either. Nope. Nah. Nope. No. This one is cool because it has this frag pattern in the mic-cutter scales, which also the mic-cutter from both from CVV and from Kaiser, it doesn't excite me. It's bad mic-cutter. It's not really nice mic-cutter, but the frag pattern right here looks pretty dope, I have to say. Don't like the overall knife that much though. The Pintail looks kind of cool though. I'm not sure what's up with Kaiser. They seem to have a slow... I mean, I guess everybody has a slow year right now, but not sure. They don't do many exciting stuff anymore. They have brought out the Domin and the... What's the other one called? The Domin and the backlighter and mic-cutter. And I also think in carbon fiber, which was a smart move, but I don't know. I'm still waiting to for Kaiser to bring out this knife, the Kaiser Slicer. This one was announced like 2 years ago, I want to say. This is pretty cool, man. It's like a backlock, but made from Kaiser. And I don't know, the Chinese companies, especially... Actually, all companies don't do many backlocks anymore. I mean, you have Spyderco, of course, that does a lot of backlogs, and the cold steel, but the mainstream is not going for backlogs, which is a shame because the backlog is a really good, simple, hard use locking system. I do like it. And the blade shape on this one is really nice. It has a wide and slicey blade. I guess that's why it's called Slicer. It's gonna come in S45VN. And I hope they bring out more handle options than just carbon fiber. But I'm still waiting for this knife since 2 years. It's a shame that they haven't brought it out yet. Here you can see the specs if you want to know them. It's gonna be a larger knife, I want to say. Is it? Yeah, not a small knife. I do like that quite a bit. I will definitely check this knife out if it comes out. One more Chinese producer, Bestech. The Bestech Samari caught my attention. I think this is cool. It looks really interesting. You can see they have it in black, and then they have it in gray, and then they have like a bronze version. This one, right? I do like the green one that they have here. Very interesting color. I do like it. But if you look a little bit closer, here's the blade shape. A little bit closer. This blade shape right here is gonna be a pain in the ass to resharpen with that secondary point that far back. So it's actually like a hybrid. I'm not sure what to call this blade shape even. It's like a drop point, but then it has a secondary point like a tanto, but the point is really, really far back. I don't know. I have no doubts that this is gonna be okay practically, but it's gonna be a nightmare to resharpen. On the other hand, I'm not sure if too many people will really hard use the knife that costs this much and looks like this. It's gonna be more of a collector's piece, I want to say. But if you really use this knife, you're gonna have a lot of trouble resharpening, I would say. But I don't know. But it is a cool design, I have to say. Yeah, looks pretty dope. Let's go on with Spyderco. Now, Spyderco has that's actually not the page I wanted to show. Spyderco had a couple of good releases lately. They have done a lot of K390 stuff, which I do like. They also, I think they have never before done K390 with serrations, which is good. I guess that it exists because I've not heard of many knives that are in K390 and serrations. I don't think there are any on the market even. Pretty cool because this is a really high hardness steel, and I will be really exciting to see how the serrations hold up with that hardness. Gonna be not so great to resharpen though, again. What else? Yeah, this PM2 in Kruger and micarta. I really think the Paramilitary 2 deserves a redesign overall. Not just slap new scales on there and do it in a new steel in a sprint run. I think the PM2 as a whole deserves to be upgraded and deserves to have some things done to it. Like, let's say 3D contoured scales to make the scales more comfortable. And maybe do the grinds a little bit thinner. And maybe use a different steel overall for all the PM2s. I don't know. Just some ideas. And the pocket clip placement is also not great on the PM2. It sits at this really weird angle, and it's really... There's a lot of knives sticking out of your pocket with the PM2. I guess some people like that, and for some things it's actually good, but... And I do like it too, but not all the time. Yeah. Other exciting stuff from Spyderco, the UK PK for the European customers that don't want or can have a locking knife. The UK PK is going to come out in LC200N, both in plain edge and serrations, and has this really bright yellow because it's part of the Salt series. I do like that. Very smart move. This is going to be really popular on the European market in the countries that have more restrictive laws. This is a really smart move from Spyderco. Oops, didn't want to go that far back. And one more knife from Spyderco, and this is the Stretch. This is probably the most exciting Spyderco that has come out this year or will be coming out. I'm not sure if it has already hit the market. I have not seen one yet. But this is the Stretch Straight Spine. Stretch 2 with the straight spine and K390. So we have a super nice steel in a super nice blade shape or overall profile. I think Eric Glasser from Spyderco described it as this is a race car engine in a cheap frame. So you have that typically Seiki City FR and handle scales and construction, and then you have a really nice blade in there. And I do like that quite a bit. I think the stretch is kind of an underrated knife. I show you the technical specs real quick. We have a blade length of, a blade length of 3.43 inches, 87 millimeters, and 105 grams, which is 3.7 ounces. So great weight, even for a summer carry, but still good size, nice performing steel. Also a little bit, a lot of knife sticking out of your pocket, so some people, I guess, will upgrade to a deep carry pocket clip, or shouldn't say upgrade, I should say change, because it's not necessarily an upgrade for some. But yeah, great knife overall. Really excited about this one. They say it's 200 MSRP, but street prices are gonna be more like 150, as far as I have seen. More things to go. Yeah, the Kershaw Strata caught my attention. This is a cool knife. It has that Navaja blade shape. It's really big. I show you the specs really quick. And this is the XL version. They have a smaller version too. So 13.7 centimeters on the blade length, 5.4 inches with 164 grams, 5.8 ounces. This is a Chinese-made Kershaw, by the way, and not even sure what's the steel. Probably they do it in D2 now. Yeah, D2. I don't really care for that. Chinese D2 is, I don't know. Might as well use a different steel. I don't know. Although I have had some good experiences with Chinese D2 as well, but you can never tell. It's kind of a 50-50 chance if it's good or not, I would say. Yeah, so this is the XL version, and they also have a large version. Prices are gonna be pretty good, as you can see. At least I hope they're gonna stay like that. And this is the large version, and the large version comes in at 11.4 centimeters on the blade length, which is 4.5 inches, 105 grams, which is super lightweight, 3.7 ounces for the size we have here. This is pretty cool. I actually prefer the large version. I'm a big Cold Steel XL collector. Not collector, I guess collector. I have many of them, but I do like them quite a bit, and I'm excited for this knife as well. Although I have to say this is probably not going to be as strong and as, quote, hard use, but I'm still excited for the Kershaw Strata. I'm not too stoked about this thing right here, and the overall finish looks a little bit cheap to me, but especially here on the frame lock side, you can see it looks a little bit cheap, but still gonna check that out. I do like that. Yeah, overall, Kershaw lineup, not too exciting. They have a lot of Warncliffe and Sheepsfoot stuff in here, like everybody has now, which I guess is cool. Sheepsfoot are great blade shapes, but yeah, I'm not sure if I like it if everybody only does Sheepsfoot anymore. So, or only that, I should say. Yeah, not too stoked on the whole Kershaw lineup. One more thing I want to mention on the CRKT lineup. Actually, not one more. The only thing I want to mention on the CRKT lineup, because the other things they gonna come out with are not that exciting to me. I don't know, CRKT, I'm not the biggest CRKT fan, really. But I do want to mention they have upgraded their field, what's it called? The mechanism, holy shit, field strip, yeah. The field strip, this is the field strip 2.0. You maybe can remember the first field strip design had like this spinning wheel on the back and then something like this up here. Was really bad executed. Really nice design though, and really good idea, the field strip technology, but the execution was really bad. I hope this is gonna be better. Doubt it a little bit, because CRKT's quality is not the best, and this knife is also probably gonna be overpriced. Yeah, pretty sure it's gonna be overpriced, but let's see. Okay, let's dive into the next and almost our last subject. It's gonna be Benchmade. Now, Benchmade, has not excited me too much in the last years. The bug out was kind of nice, but apart from that, not many really interesting things to me. They have upgraded the Adamas family. Actually, excuse me, I shouldn't say upgrade all the time. They have changed the Adamas series. For some people, it's gonna be an upgrade. For some people, it's not. However, your preference are. They have upgraded the weight thing though, which here's the weight: 182 grams for the large one now, 6.45 ounces. Now this is not lightweight by any means, but it's still a lot lighter weight than the old version. I think the new design still looks as good as the old one, and they have some cool color combinations. I think they have black G10, and they also have this dual color G10, and then they have this like Desert Warrior. Or actually, is this? No, they only have black, and then they have this, and that's it. It's two color combinations right now, unless they come out with a sprint. And they also use crewwear steel, which they claim 63 to 65 Rockwell. I was excited about the crewwear stuff because I think crewwear is a cool steel. I'm not sure if it makes sense in this blade though, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because every review that I've watched so far on the new Adamas, everybody said that their knives came in 22 to 24 thousandths behind the edge, so 0.5 to 0.6 millimeters behind the edge. I'm not sure if crewwear can perform at that thickness behind the edge, but we will have to wait and see. So far, I think a lot of people went for the mini Adamas because the mini Adamas is a lot lighter weight, 140 grams or 4.6 ounces, as opposed to the 180 grams, but it's a lot smaller, thick in the handle, thick in the blade. It's a really small, stout, overbuilt, hard-use knife. The mini Adamas, also in crewwear steel. Like I said, not gonna be the sliciest knife with the thickness behind the edge, but I do like the idea. I do like that they have changed it. What else is actually new with Benchmade? I don't even know. They have made the spagat in the carbon fiber. Nah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, the price point is going to be really high on that one. Not too excited about this stuff. Let's move on. Cold steel. Maybe you know I have been buying a lot of cold steels in the last years, but since the new company took over, there you can see the new logo with the new company. I'm not too excited about cold steel anymore. These products, though, that they have released or are still trying to release, which a lot of them are not out yet, because I guess with the whole virus thing going on, it's kind of hard to keep things in stock and to always have I don't know, with the whole production thing, it's a little bit more difficult to produce things. But these products are definitely still from the old cold steel company, because it takes at least a year, sometimes even, I don't know, a decade until a product comes out. So this was definitely not the idea of the new company. This was still Lynn Thompson's and Andrew Demko's idea, probably, or at least Andrew Demko designed most of them. And they were only released now. Now, these small blades right here that I have brought out, not really exciting. I think they look cheap. They are a little bit cheesy, I would say. Not excited about these mini ladder necks that they have come out with. What the fuck happened? And not too excited about this stuff. But they have changed the steels on the Recon Scout, on the Trailmaster, and on some of the other Bowie knives that they have. And they come out with CPM 3V now, which I do like. So they, for those people that don't know, they used 01 steel, which is a good, really good steel, but is really not very corrosion resistant. Then they switched to A2, which was a good upgrade or change, I would say, for the people that like a little bit more corrosion resistance. A2 is still a carbon steel, but, or a tool steel, but and CPM 3V also is not stainless. But I do like that they have done this switch, but we'll have to wait and see how the freebie is gonna be. Maybe it's not gonna be a good freebie. We'll see. But usually cold steel is good with the heat treatment. Yeah, I don't know about this knife. Just seen it. Not sure when this one is gonna come out. Looks interesting. Maybe, maybe not. I'm excited about the drop point Voyager though. This is definitely not. This was definitely not expected by anybody that cold steel would come out with a drop point Voyager. I do always liked the drop point, the Voyager series, and I think the drop point is a great addition. This one I'm gonna buy for sure. Although I have said that I'm not gonna buy many cold steels anymore, but it's hard to not buy this. And also the mini Recon, I do like that. They have produced these in the past, and they have come, reintroduced them now. I'm really excited for the stonewash blades. I do think all the Recons, they should have always offered the Recons in a stonewash blade as well as in a coated blade. But yeah, I think it's nice, the new combinations. It's a little bit small, but it's gonna be lightweight for summer carry. Yeah, not just Bowie has come back, and also I think the Laredo Bowie. 4MX Elite. Now the 4MX Elite, I'm gonna tell you my opinion. I think this is a waste of money because you can buy the 4MX Scout for $100, sometimes even less. Most times even less. Now I wouldn't buy the 4MX Elite because the 4MX Scout has AUS 10 steel, and that's perfectly fine for a hard use knife. And this one has S45 yen for $500. Come on. And they still make them in Taiwan, so yeah. Wouldn't buy that one. Now, the 8015 Lite, on the other hand, is a really cool change though, because this one is gonna come a little bit cheaper than the normal 8015, but it's gonna use, the only change is gonna be that it's gonna use AUS 10 instead of S45 yen, which AUS 10, like I said, is a perfectly fine user steel. I do like it quite a bit. Yeah, I think for most people it's gonna be fine. AUS 10 is probably one of my most favorite steels that has come out in the last years. That's not a powder steel. Yeah, solid steel. I think this was a smart idea to bring the 8015 out in the light version. The silver, it's kind of funny actually that they have. They used to produce the GoldenEye, which had this golden thumb ring and the golden pocket clip, and everybody was like, yeah, I don't know about that. And then they discontinued it, and now they bring out the Silver Eye, which is a little bit highly priced for a cold steel. Not sure if that's gonna be the best value for a cold steel knife, but you know, if you like it, whatever. I will definitely not buy it though. Now, yeah, also the kukris that will come out in freebie. It really comes down if cold steel nails the heat treatment, and then it's gonna be good. Yeah, they have made a lot of Chris tie lights now. Good for them. They're gonna try to make get as much out of that Chris trend as possible. I do understand that. That looks interesting from blade shape. Overall not though. The Talvar. Now, this was really smart from Cold Steel to bring back the Talvar. They also have brought it back in a plain edge, but they only have brought back the 5.5 inch version in the blade length. They have not come out with the 4-inch version yet, which I think it would have been smart to bring out the 4-inch version again, because the 4-inch is probably gonna sell better than the 5-inch. Probably. I don't know. Not sure if I'm gonna buy the 5-inch because I do already have one in XHP. So I don't need it really, but this was a smart move. Maybe a little bit highly priced at the moment. Now, the Range Boss, I was really not too stoked about this in the beginning, but the Range Boss basically is the Broken Skull, just with a stonewash blade. Different name, which was very smart to not call a knife Broken Skull. And a little bit confusing because we already have a Range Boss series. So I don't know how many range bosses they want to bring out, but yeah, maybe they should have used a different name. But it's nevertheless it's better than Broken Skull. And instead of G10, they have this Cytal handle scales which have this like gun stippling on them. So it's gonna be super aggressive underneath the clip. You probably have to send this off, but the price point is gonna be way lower. The Cytal is not too much worse than G10. I do have no problem at that price range, and the stonewash looks pretty cool. I do actually prefer it to the coated version. Now the steel is 4034 stainless. That's one of the budget steels that Cold Steel uses. Not sure how that's gonna perform. I will definitely buy one and try it out here on this channel. I actually have tested a lot of the Cold Steel budget steels. I do not like all of them until now, but let's see how this is gonna hold up. Maybe it's gonna be alright. I do like that the price point will be coming down. Yeah, from the Broken Skull to the Range Boss. I do like the transition. Yeah, and here you can see all the other Bowies that they have produced now in freebie. They're also gonna make some of the Tanto series in freebie as opposed to Sunmai free, which is actually, that's actually sad. I hope they don't discontinue the Sunmai free Tantos because those are pretty cool. Yeah, and also the Holdout has come back both in the smallest version and in the biggest version, which I wish, again, like with the Talwar, they would have made the 4-inch version, but it didn't. Instead, they chose to make the 3-inch version and the 6-inch version. Still cool. Really, really highly priced though at the moment. Let's see if that price comes down, because that's a really cool knife. I guess that's it for this video, people. I think I've talked about everything that excites me right now at this moment and some things that don't excite me, but yeah. Leave me your thoughts in the comments about the knives that I've talked about. From all the things that I've showed you to this point, probably my most favorite knife from all of them has to be the Spyderco Stretch and K390. I think this is probably one of the most exciting knives. This and the Kaiser Slicer are the two most exciting knives for me that will come out in 2021. Let's see what happens though. Until the end of the year, there's gonna be a lot more time. But like last year, I highly doubt that they're gonna come out with too many knives in this time frame. Let's see though. Yeah, yeah, that's it for this video. Goodbye, people, and have a nice day.